Hello everybody. Today we're going to take a look on another IELTS writing task 2 question. It also can be used on TOEFL Ibt writing task 2. These are some of the great ideas concerning responsibility for public health. So it is very natural to be asked whether some subject is concerned with people or the government. There are some tactics that you can use in these questions. Now, I'm going to take a look at one of them, and together we will analyze this question. So, the question is about responsibility for public health. Who is responsible for the health of the people? Is it government or is it individual? Now, let's take a look at government first. I'm going to take a look at government first. Now, let's say number one, decent healthcare. One of the tactics is that whatever they say concerned with the government, you can say it's the responsibility of government to have the decency of something. For example, decent healthcare means a good healthcare system is the responsibility of government. Why? Because people are paying taxes. So if people are paying taxes, they expect the government to use the taxpayers' money to create the best facilities for them, including decent healthcare. Number two, basic human rights. So if a government doesn't provide healthcare for its citizen, what kind of a government is that? So it's the basic human right, and people should be able to have healthcare, should have access to healthcare. Number three, excellent return investment. Now, this is also a good tactic. If they ask you a question whether something is good or bad, if you can also say it's a good investment. For example, if you provide good healthcare for the people, they will have more longevity. Longevity means they will live for more years, so they can work for more years. If they are not sick, you don't have to pay for their cure. Actually, you're preventing them from becoming sick. So this is a good public health care system is also good. It's a good return investment. Some guy might say, okay, I don't want to have public health care. I think it's not good for the government to provide people with the health care because the government can make more money on, for example, health care, and use this money on, for example, projects which showcase military nation pride, national pride. So that also can be an idea, but you can use it to defend the individual point of view. So number four, introduce taxes to guide people. So another way, for example, to stop smoking, to stop people becoming fat, or anything else anything that is concerned with public health. The government can punish people. For example, they can force taxes on people. So if you eat unhealthy food, you have to pay, for example, a 30% tax. Number five, educate people from early childhood. This, I have also mentioned it earlier. Childhood and education system can be responsible for many aspects of human life. So if people are educated from early childhood in their primary school, that, for example, they have to have a healthy lifestyle, they will become responsible individuals when they grow up. So number six, funding public health is better than military projects. So this is another tactics that you say something is better than something else. So funding public health is better than having healthcare can be a better choice for the government than to have military projects. For example, some might say no. Again, they are defending an individual point. Seven, no healthcare signs of corruption. So if a country doesn't have any healthcare, it shows that it has a corrupt society. So in order to show that you are a person or a country is civilized, it's developing, it shows that they should have healthcare. So these are all the points of view, all the ideas that you can put in your paragraph, in your body paragraph, defending the government point of view. Now let's go to the other one, individual. Now One might say that, okay, I want to support the individual point of view. Now let's look at some of the ideas and opinions. So another one, our biggest asset. What can be our biggest asset? So if the question is about health, health can be the biggest asset. Education, it can be the biggest asset of the people, or financial, you know, capabilities. So number one, our biggest asset. So if health is our biggest asset, then we should protect it ourselves. Number two, we know what food and activities are beneficial. So if we know something that is good and something that is bad, whether it is through the education system, we can say inherently. So I'm defending the individual point. I say, okay, inherently we know that some food are good, some food are bad, some, becoming more active is definitely good. So we should, take action accordingly. Number three, it is up to us whether we want to take the advice. Again, this is like number two, using some different words. It is up to us. Maybe we want to become active, maybe we don't. So it is upon the individual to choose. Government cannot force people into, exercising. Number four, income tax. So if the individual is responsible for public health, we all know that we are paying taxes to the governments around the world. So we are participating in this system. So we are providing for other members of the society as well. Number five, different childhood, different mindsets. So you can say, okay, people have different mindsets around the world because of their childhood, or you can even not mention the childhood. That's why some are active and some are not active, some are depressed and they like to, sink in the gloomy days more, but some try to come out of it. They try to exercise in order to achieve happiness, because exercising is related with happiness. You can also use these ideas in other topics, especially if they are about health. Six, motivation comes from inside. Again, it's like the other ideas. Motivation comes from the inside, means it's internal. If somebody is internally happy, if they're internally motivated, they will go out there, exercise, become active, and it has nothing to do with the government. Seven, people have a freedom of choice, so people are free to do whatever they want to do. So they can either go to the gym, have get a membership, become active and healthy, or they can do vice versa. So these are some of the points that you can use to defend the individual point of view. Whether you're defending the government view or the individual view, it's extremely important for you to have coherent ideas. These are coherent ideas. If you want your writing to become good, or your speaking to become good, if you want to speak coherently, means not to go off topic, you should study these ideas, you should practice. If you will subscribe me, I will post videos like these every day. And if you have any questions for me, if there's any desired topic that you have questions or you have difficulty speaking about or writing about, you can comment it for me, and I will appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.